All right, so we wanted to record a video showing the path for the cross-country flight at the Eclipse Paramotor Fly-In here next month. So looking forward to it. There's the map of Wyoming. So to see where Wheatland is, we'll zoom down here. We're about 80 miles north of Cheyenne, 1 hour on the interstate. There's Wheatland, the greener area that you can see. The fly-in is going to be to the northwest of Wheatland, about a 30-minute drive or so, about 20 miles, at the Kuzma Ranch, also known as Camp Dakota. It'll be well marked. From the interstate, you take the El Rancho exit, shown right there. Go west. The road runs straight west until it turns straight south, the main road there. Follow it just another half, three-quarter mile, and then you'll see a well-marked turnoff to Camp Dakota or the Kuzma's place. So there, where the pin is, there is where we're going to be camping. And I launched this morning from right up on the road. That's where our main launch site is going to be. Much more open area. And you see there that I kind of flew around some circles and then flew up to the north to the intersection of two main roads up there, which is where we're going to be headed for our destination for the fly-in. So just to show you a couple of things on here, the altitude on this is going to be really a safety concern because we're going to be flying over quite a bit of country that is not landable. So I went ahead and used the extremely safe option of flying at altitude the whole time so I could glide back. So you see there, we launched from about 5,700 feet. And I pretty well climbed up right on up before I started heading over the mountains and made it all the way to 10,000 feet above sea level, all the time feeling like I had a nice glide slope to either direction that were landable spots. Once I got up over the mountains and had the destinations in sight, I let off and glided on down and landed there at the park. So we'll take you through it here and show you what it looks like. All right, so here we are launching. This is late July. This is about 6:30, 6:20 in the morning. So the sun had been up for about 15, 20 minutes. Getting comms set up there. Matthew Kukowski's with me. He's helping, going to be the ground crew. He'll get me. So here we are, forward launch conditions. That was about a 3-mile-an-hour breeze coming straight out of the west this time. So here we go. Had a little trouble with my throttle wanting to slip out of my hand, so I had to reach up there and grab it. All right. There it is. So you can see this landing launch zone for the fly-in. This will be our main launching and landing site that we're going to encourage people to use. There will be one right down by the camping too for more skilled pilots, but this will be the area that's most wide open. So you can see there's a lot of room there to go different directions as you would so choose. Switch to some helmet cam footage. This is me crossing over the road you just saw in the previous picture. There's an antelope running down below me. Thing I wanted to show you is off to the right there. Well, now I'm got some altitude. Off to the right, that green zone you see down below me, that's going to be the main camping spot. It's their main hay meadows. So now I'm just clicking through as I climb up, headed for the mountain range. So you see that as I'm getting over these spots that are not landable, that I'm getting some pretty darn good altitude. The big mountain you see off to the left is Laramie Peak there. That one's about 10,300 feet in elevation. And I'm flying over Albany Peak, or this ridge right below me, right there off to the left, that rocky ridge. That's Albany Peak. And my guess is maybe 8,000, 8,500, somewhere in there. All right, now we're starting to make progress. I'm over Albany Peak. Right up in front of me here, off to the right, that green spot you see, that park, that's the destination. That's called Harris Park. And we are flying to the intersections of Harris Park and Cottonwood Park Road. So, there, that tells me I'm at 10,000 feet above sea level. So that was actually the highest I've ever been up to this point. So I don't do a lot of altitude flying. So it was fun this morning, nice and smooth. Just looking around there to the east, so you can see where the mountains kind of turn into plains there to the east as the sun's coming up. And then we'll look back to the west, and actually a little south of me here, there's Laramie Peak sitting off there. So you can see just some beautiful flying country. this part down here below me, where that you see that canyon cut through. There's a road that cuts through there. That's the Cottonwood Park Road. There's some cabins and a few buildings on that road down below us. But a lot of that is not very landable country, with the exception of that road. And if you do have to have an emergency landing in it, it's going to be really difficult to get to you. Some of that's extremely rough country without very many roads down through it. So, of course, folks can do whatever they want, but retrieving down pilots in that area is going to be a challenge. So we're getting closer to Harris Park here. There's where those two roads come together. That's the target. So that's what I want you to look for as we're flying to the cross country spot. The junction of those two roads is our location. So here I've flown past it now, flying back to the west. You can see Matthew's driving my pickup right down there below us. So my retrieval party has arrived. So I had to kill some time for him because I beat him to the spot. It took me about 25 minutes to fly it straight if I just went that direction. I did get some extra altitude and played around a little bit. So, and I expect folks are going to want to go see other things while they're there too. But it's about a 30-minute direct flight. I've had very little wind that day. And so here I'm coming in for the landing. Idea is to land on the road. And you can see there's a power line there about 50, 70 yards off road, and then there's a barbed wire fence that I'm going to fly over right there, and the rest of it's open to the road. So trike guys will have both roads go in either direction, so you could use the roads or wherever you need to there. But there we go. That was it. So here's from Matthew's footage here, just showing you more of the ground there from where our flying is going to be, or where the destination is going to be. So plan to send somebody ahead with some coffee, and everybody arrive there, have a little time to visit, have a little coffee, and then pack up and fly back. So there we go. That was a great morning. On the way out, there's a buffalo ranch nearby, and driving out of there to the buffalo right on the road, and got some nice pictures of them. So stay clear of the livestock, don't harass the buffalo, and we'll have a great time.